We were moving around so much, talking to that, I figured you might be hungry.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I ordered a pizza.
Awesome.
I ordered a pizza, instead I got a hat. I wonder who got the pizza.
Hey, that's good for my diet, honey. I don't need any pizza at this hour.
I just have the hat. Okay.
That's great. So, you know what? I love that tour. You did a wonderful job setting up everything in here. It's just beautiful.
Well,
it really is a walk through history. And I'm sure, has Lance been here?
Lance has never been here.
Oh, God, he would love this.
Yeah,
he would love it.
Yeah.
We'll make a note to tell him that he's got to come visit you and check this out because it's really lovely.
He said he'd get here someday, but he's working pretty hard out there.
Yeah, he is.
Just built a new home, beautiful home.
Oh, did he?
Oh, yeah, great home.
Oh, cool. In Vegas, of course,
Vegas,
near the casino.
On top of a mountain overlooking the whole town.
Oh, how nice. Well, you go see him. You
place,
take a vacation.
That's the place to be, right?
Yeah, totally. Yeah. So I wanted to ask you about a couple different things. One thing, you said you were watching the show Phenomenon. That's on the air right now.
I watched it a couple of times. I missed it a couple of times.
Okay, did you see the one where the guy got into a fight with Chris Angel?
Oh, yeah, right.
Okay, did you see that one?
I saw that.
What was your opinion on that?
I think that was wrong of Chris Angel to do that.
Right.
I think it was wrong. In fact, the guy should have said, I'll tell you what, you go outside first and pick a car up like you did on TV. And set it down, then I'll tell you what's on there.
Right, exactly.
Then that would have put him in his place right away.
Yeah.
But the guy should have came back with something like that.
That would have been a really good answer. You're absolutely right. It would have settled it right there.
There's no way he could have went outside and picked up a car like he did on TV.
But it brings
I could probably do it, but not.
That's right. It brings up a very interesting question that I think magicians have had to deal with over time, in different centuries even, which is, and it was interesting too because the guy who did the communication with the dead considers himself to be a Christian, and he felt that he was affirming Christian power or Christian magic or whatever, I'm not using the right word, by communicating with the dead. And Chris Angel, who I thought would be like, yeah, that's cool, whatever you can do, took the exact opposite. He took offense to it. He recently had a loved one pass over, and he was like, I am offended by your pretending to. And I was so shocked that a person who does illusions for a living would be down on something which is not an illusion. He's saying, I have a psychic connection. And Chris actually said, I take offense to anyone pretending that they have that gift. But, hey, John Edwards has that gift. He's talking with people. What's your opinion on that? You do hypnosis, which is a type of mentalism, right?
Well, hypnosis, you're taking control of their subconscious mind, and you can have them not remember anything that they did on the stage, and people will say, hey, you were a funny dancer. I wasn't up there dancing. Yes, you were.
Right. And it also, like you say, can have physical effects. You can hold a flame so that they don't feel it.
I one time held a flame under a girl, so you have no feeling, and her hands blistered. I was on a TV show with WGN years ago, and it was sad. I held it there too long. But fortunately, she went to the doctor the next day. In fact, her husband called me up and said she's in a lot of pain. I just put her on the phone. They told her hand would not bother her the rest of the evening.
Interesting.
But she'd see a doctor the next morning. And fortunately, they didn't sue me.
Right.
Now, what's strange about hypnosis today is, when I was doing hypnosis, there were several hypnotists around, Dr. Michael Dean, Ted Boyer, Dante, that worked this Cairo Supper Club, which was known for hypnosis. And today, something happens, an accident, people will sue you. But years ago, they never sued. If someone fell off the stage, no one ever sued you. But today,
they disappeared,
right away, you're being
back.
sued. So it's hard on a hypnotist today.
Now, also, spiritualism had a real popularity in America. And I know that what Chris Angel is saying is that fake spiritualism, that is a sham, and that is a shame to take people who really want to communicate with passed on loved ones and make tables shake and make lights run off. Of course, that's terrible.
It's up to the audience to either believe it or not believe it.
Exactly.
I believe it, I don't believe it,
Right.
So he doesn't believe it, and some people do,
Do you think that magicians who only do tricks or illusions, who don't employ any of the other, I want to call them mental arts, like hypnotism, I think it's like a mental art. Not everyone can hypnotize someone else. Do you feel that magicians who just do tricks, just do illusions or use trick photography or whatever, You think that those magicians are taking away from the studies of what could be considered real magic? You know, people actually levitating, or people actually reading minds, or...
I've never heard of anyone really levitating someone.
Except for Jesus.
Or Jesus, yes.
They're walking on the water. And...
Well, yeah, that's real magic.
Right, yeah.
But the guys that do some of the stuff like Chris Angel does, I think is wrong, but it's entertaining.
Right.
I had people come up to me and said, he lifted this car up just like that. Well, you know,
right.
There's a way of doing it. You could look under and see nothing, but there's a gimmick to it.
Right.
And everything else that he does, there's a gimmick to it.
Yes.
He's got people all the way around him, and the elephant disappears, and none of those people saw it disappear.
Right.
You know, that's...
Yeah.
And a lot of people, when they see that, they're really entertained, and they believe it. They believe,
right.
How did he do that? They asked me, I said, I don't know how he did it.
Yeah.
He did it very well.
Right, exactly. Can't give it away.
Yeah.
I think it's there really is a fine art to magic. You know, when I saw Lance perform, I felt that he was keeping the art of it alive.
Right,
Do you know what I mean?
The birds and the cards.
The birds, the animals, the sleight of hand, things that really not everyone can do.
And some of the illusions that he does are illusions, and they fool you.
Right.
But there is a trick to them, but you can't figure it out.
Right.
Well, what Chris Angel does, people see these people with their hands joined, and the elephant disappears. They believe it. It's like the illusion.
Right.
How did they do it?
Right.
Well, he did it and fooled you, but there is a trick to it. There's no way he could make the elephant disappear unless he had a gimmick, a way of doing it, and the same in everything he does.
Right. What's neat about Chris that I do like is that he takes it into the street, you know, and out of the four walls of the stage. He breaks that fourth wall completely.
Right.
And however he does it, it gives people the feeling that magic can move out into the streets.
Yeah, and it's entertaining,
you know?
and it's great. And
Right.
He does some real great stuff.
Yeah, it's out in the sky, it's on the roof, it's on the sidewalk.
A lot of talent, a lot of sleight of hand and stuff, and
yeah,
he does some great stuff.
And a lot of imagination to come up with each scenario, you know.
Yeah, right.
But it's I think it's great because it's really. I mean, do you feel like it's rejuvenating magic? It seems like it is for our generation.
Oh, it's
like
great.
People are into it now.
The more magicians you see on TV and you're entertained, you want to go see magicians.
Exactly. Right.
And it's good for the shows in Vegas.
The magical life of Marshall Brodien. This looks so groovy, and you were just telling us, and we were just seeing photos. Now fans can look right in it. Trooping with an alligator. That's
the alligator wrestler.
The alligator wrestler.
Tore up my car.
Carnival knowledge. I like that title. Whatever happened to Wizzo? How groovy! So you've got your whole thing here, Bozo Circus. This looks really neat. It's got a lot of really cool pictures too. Let me show him floating people, and I love these pictures. Real Rat Packy. You know, that whole period.
Pictures
you know?
from when I was 16 years old all the way up until today.
Hi, I'm Kim Katz with Buzz News in Chicago, and I'm here with Master Magician and once Wizzo the Wizard from the Bozo Show, Marshall Brodien. And he's about to do one of our postcards from the road to all of his very loyal fans all around the world.
Oh, thank you very much. I want them all to run out and get the Marshall Brodien, The Magic Life of Marshall Brodien. That's the history of everything from the days I started magic until today. It's very interesting. And next year, in 2008, I'm coming out with a whole new line of magic sets.
Yay!
TV magic sets are going to be back. The TV magic cards that I sold millions on television in the 70s. And they're easy to work. There'll be a DVD with them teaching you how to do the trick, so you'll learn it real fast. And thank you for having me on your show.
Oh, thank you.
And you can read the book too.
Thank you. Isn't that nice? I
from
love
Wizzo,
it.
doody 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 doo.
Doody 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 doo. I love that. Yay! I want to go. Mwah. Get some lipstick on there. Oh,
Okay,
thank
you.
Very, very fascinating stuff. Very, very interesting.